Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Valentino Rossi the game and MotoGP 16 here in this channel. Now in today's episode guys, we've got the voting results. Do we stay in the same Moto2 team or do we select another? It was down to you guys and so many of you voted. I cannot say thank you enough. It was absolutely brilliant. So thanks to all that voted on Twitter, Facebook and in the comments. You've been absolutely brilliant, as I always say anyway. Right. You actually did not choose to stay in the same team. Now, 80% of you chose the same team. So it made it quite easy in today's episode. There wasn't any split decision. It was just one team that kept coming up. And the team is, let's just find it, Mark at VDS. Now, this is the team that we're going to be riding with. So we've got two teammates in this team. So let's try this one.
Received. I'll take care of all the details. You'll be racing with them in the next race.
Right, before we jump into the first race, we've got loads of VR credits, so we're going to spend some of them. And I think we need to change the crash helmet. Now we've got a different bike, different levers. I thought, why not change the crash helmet? And I think we may change the boots as well. Let's just see what we can get. Right, let's go into the MotoGP gear. And see what crash helmet. There's so many on this game. You could actually change your crash helmet every race. And if you want me to do that, I can do that. But we want to find one that really stands out. We keep going for really just bland colours. Let's get something that's a bit... well, that's quite a nice one. Right. No, that's too dark. Oh, that's all right. That GP one, that looks pretty cool. Might have to try that one, but not with this levers. No, not green. Oh, that's got the Union Jack on. Oh, that sticks out quite well. But it doesn't really go with our levers, does it? Right, let's find another one. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's cool. But, oh, I like that. That's a Valentino Rossi helmet. It's just that handprints of these. I think I have that one. That goes nicely with that. So we'll take that crash helmet. And I think we may change the boots. And we'll do the gloves and possibly change the crash helmet for the next race as well. If that's what you want to see, just let us know in the comments. Right, let's just choose... I think I want something that's similar to the levers. Oh, they do. Right, let's select them and let's get straight into the racing, guys. This is going to be good. Right, let's go. Right, we've just got to check out the email. Now, in this team, still not one of the top teams. And third place is the objective. So that's just raised the bar slightly from 15th. But in our last race, we managed to get a second. So hopefully we can carry that on. Now, Jerez is a very, very good circuit. So hopefully we can get some good weather. And hopefully get on the podium again. So let's get straight into qualifying. And hopefully do well in this new team. Let's go, guys. Right, slowly turn it in. Don't over-accelerate. We just got to try and get around these next couple of corners. We're really struggling to get the fastest times at the split points, but we're not doing bad for time. Our last lap, we managed to get 9th position, and we've only been on the qualifying session for about 10 minutes, so we're not doing too bad. We put in a couple of laps. We've only crashed out a couple of times, mainly with having contact with other riders, so this has been a good qualifying session. Hopefully the weather stays like this, but let's see if we can improve on that lap. Let's try and get a nice line through this corner. Oh, God, slight contact there. See you later. Just budged him out the way and accelerates. Now, the time set by Sam Lowe's is 1:44.238. And, oh, no, that wasn't a very good lap. So let's go another lap. Now, we've made a few adjustments to the setup on this bike, but it definitely does handle better than the previous team. So I'm happy for that. But I want to do you guys proud. 80% of you chose this bike, so hopefully we can do really well in today's race and get on that podium and keep pushing. Now, we've got some really tricky races coming up. I think it's the French GP next, and that's a very hard circuit, not one that I do very well on. So we're going to have to make sure... Oh, God, I almost lost it around that corner. Turn it in, stay off the curb. Also, guys, a lot of you have asked me to do some of the VR Academy events as well. Now, I have done quite a few of them before, and we're going to carry on doing that. I think we've got one after this race. I think it's another race on the R1M, and I think it's around Misano again, so we'll definitely do those as well. So So let's see if we can get a nice line through here. We're still a little bit behind the time again. If we can at least aim for, well, maybe at least top 5 for the qualifying session. We want to get ourselves at least the front 2 rows of the grid. I think 9th there puts us on the 3rd row, so we want to do better than that. See if we can get a better line. Still about 0.9 behind the time. Let's see if we can get a nice line through there. Slow it down, turn it in. Oh, definitely needs a little bit more adjustments. It's still understeering and it's a little bit unstable under braking as well. So those are 2 things I think I may adjust. But we still got plenty of time. We've still got half an hour. So we're doing really well. I like the fact that you can get a good time straight away. It gives you a long time to get that set up really well. And, oh yes, we've improved. We've got 6th. That's absolutely brilliant. So that's not bad. Considering I'm still going to probably make some alterations, that's not bad. So let's see if we can just go another lap and improve on that. And if I can't, then I'll just quickly jump in, make those 2 little adjustments and hopefully come out and then get a better time. But we're not far away. So we managed to get a 144. I think it was about 0.4 behind the time. That's sitting in first place at the moment. So Sam Lowes is going to be the one to beat in the race, I expect. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get that beat that time, but I'm going to give it a good go. We've still got plenty of time. Let's see if we can get a better line through here and improve our speed. Slow it down. Oh god, still over half a second behind coming into this section. I find that corner really, really challenging to get the perfect line. I got cracked up a couple of times at the start of the session through there. Let's see if we can get a nice line through here. Maintaining the speed, slow it down, coming into this corner. And, oh no, I've come off. Right, so here we go into the final 8 minutes of qualifying. Now we've made all the adjustments we needed to make to hopefully improve the setup. We have crashed out a couple of times, which did cost us a bit of time, but just through just overdoing it into the corners. I don't think it was anything to do with the setup, but we really want to try and push it here and try and get a better time. I really want to get on that podium and just hopefully start really well in this new team and try and push us up in the standings, and because we do want to try and win the Moto2 series before we move up to the GP bikes, and we are losing a little bit of ground, but after that result in USA, it sort of hopefully put us back in the fight, but we will see. But we need to get a decent result. Now that time that Sam Lowes has put in is proving to be quite challenging, so we're not sure whether the pace is going to be set at that sort of speed in the race. It doesn't always apply, but we will find out. But if we can give ourselves half a chance in this race, get at least in the 2nd row of the grid, hopefully into the first couple of corners we can really push it and hopefully get that result that we're after. But at the moment we've got perfect conditions, and all it's got to be down is to a brilliant performance. But also guys, like I said, we're definitely going to do the bonus race for the VR Academy after this video as well. It's going to be a slightly longer episode in today's. Oh god, just the wheel kicked up there as I hit the curb. Hopefully that doesn't cost us too much, trying to accelerate through there. Come on, last couple of corners, can we push that time? I think we're slightly under our normal time. We've only got a few seconds left. Come on, get a nice line through here. Now I do struggle in that corner, and again I've overdone it. That's where I crashed out in the last race. Oh, really struggling to accelerate. And we have adjusted that as well, and it's still doing it. Right, over the line, come on, can we beat it? Oh yes, we've got one better place. But is that going to improve enough for us to even go that little bit further? We will see. Right guys, so we got to the end of qualifying and we couldn't improve our time and we took 5th, but I'm happy with that. It's on the 2nd row of the grid. If we can just have a good start in this Grand Prix in Jerez, fingers crossed we can get on that podium, but we need to improve. We need to use a bit more slipstream. Now we didn't use any of that in qualifying, and that's probably why we didn't beat that time, but let's see if we can use it in the race. Right, let's get straight into it guys. I'm looking forward to this one.
Greetings to all you racing enthusiasts. The 4th race of the season is about to get underway here at the Jerez de la Frontera circuit, the traditional home of the Spanish Grand Prix in the Moto2 class. The weather forecasts are very reassuring. We should have good conditions throughout the race. riders are lined up, the engines are revving. Just a few more seconds and another Spanish Grand Prix will begin here at Jerez de la Frontera.
Right guys, so here we go with the first race with this new team on the new bike. Let's see if it was a good choice and see if we can get a win in Spain around Jerez. And off we go. Let's see if we can get a good start. We need to get into that first corner and try and take some chances. Let's try and get a nice line, take a risk, go up the inside. Oh, a bit of contact, but I'm still on the bike and I've managed to pull it off. Can I just hold it into this next slow corner? Try and slow it down, get into that corner. Hold it and accelerate, and we're leading the Grand Prix here in Spain around Jerez. What a good start that was. I was sort of thinking that I needed to take a risk, and we've done it, but we've still got to hold on to it. So let's see if we can get through this first lap and try and hold this first position. Just kicked out of the back there as I was put on the back brake. Oh, someone's trying to cut the inside there, but I've just managed to get a good drive out of that corner, but they're going to get in my slipstream. Now this corner down the bottom here is really, really challenging. This is where I was losing a lot of time in qualifying, and then someone's just made contact. That sent me into the corner a bit faster than I would have liked, and Zarco's nipping at my back wheel. Oh God, it's all going on in this race, but I'm trying to hold on to this as much as I can. It's not easy to try and pull away on a circuit that I wasn't the quickest on. I mean, fifth was a good position, but there's 4 bikes behind us that were quite a lot quicker, so we got to be really good, and we just managed just to pull away about 0.2 here. Can we carry this on into the final sections of this race? Let's get a nice turn in here. Oh God, I had a little bit of a moment there as I tried to tap on the power onto the curb. That's going to cost us a bit of time, and I can just see a gap developing on the map. Can we just carry that on into the final stages of this race? We get a nice turn in there. Oh, this is absolutely brilliant. Right, we've got to slow it down. This corner's not one of my favourites. It's really hard to take at speed, and we get a nice line through there. Now just totally tap the power on and accelerate, and it looks like we're going to start the second lap in first place, and that was an awesome start to this GP. Also guys, we're going to be doing the bonus race as well for the VR Academy on the Yamaha R1M, and we're going to have some fun on that around Misano, and that will come after this race. But that's it, if we can get a good result for this new team. Now a lot of people told me this team is really, really good, and the bike handles really well, and so far it's proving to be just that. So that was an awesome choice by 80% of the vote, so thank you for that. Let's see if we can just put it into practice and finish it off, but we've lost a bit of time. I can see the marker coming up. They're slightly gaining on us. We must have lost a bit of time through those last few corners. We've got to carry on with this good start. We don't want to lose it now. Now the gap, oh God, it's only 0.4, and we've got into there really hot. Turn it in. Oh my God, really, really went into there slow, and Zarco's right behind me, and I've got to be careful. And Sam Lowe's is there as well. They're all catching up. I don't want to make a mistake going into the last lap. We've started so well. Let's try and carry it on if we can. Just try and get a nice turn in it and a drive, and it looks like Zarco's going to try and take it up the inside. Oh, and I couldn't hold that line either. He's going to try and take a pass. Oh God, he wasn't close enough for that one. We've managed to close him down into that one, and we're on the curb again. Really, really struggling, and we're starting to panic now coming into the last lap of the race. Are we going to be able to hold on to this? It's been an absolutely brilliant start. Can we get our first win in the Moto2 series as well, guys, in today's episode? And it would be a brilliant, brilliant turnaround. We have just gone from strength to strength. We've got an 8th, then a 7th, then a 2nd, and can we now get a first place? That is showing massive progress, and it looks like the gap's slightly extended as I've got a good drive out that last corner. Let's try and get into that nice and tight. Oh God, that wasn't bad. Get in a nice drive. Come on, let's finish this off and really, really show that we've improved and just really boss this whole race. A massive, massive risk at the start, and it looks like it may pay off if we can just carry this on. And we haven't done this for a long, long time, boss a race from start to finish, and it just hopefully will give us confidence going into the next round. I think the next Moto2 race is in France, I think, around a circuit that I absolutely struggle on. So that's still to come in the next episode. So we've got to try and keep these good points coming up, and let's try and get a nice line into there. The gap's just over a second, so we're doing really well on this final lap. We just need to finish it off. No more mistakes. Let's try and get a nice line through here. We seem to get a good line through there, and that was almost perfect. awesome. This bike handles so well, and it seems to break into the corners pretty good as well, and that's a nice line there. I mean, it was worth taking that extra time in qualifying to set this bike up, and it's absolutely showing its how good it is. It's just absolutely brilliant. Right, get into this nice and tight. Now they've caught up slightly, and on the curb again. We can't get around there tight enough to stay off the curb, but I think this gap should be okay. Oh God, I had to put the brakes on there. Almost went off circuit. Now we've only got a couple more corners. Right, we've got one left-hander to go, and it's one of the most challenging ones, but we hopefully won't muck it up. Right, slow it down, turn it in. Come on, drive out the corner, and I think that's it, guys. And it looks like we're going to take a win in Jerez in Spain. What an awesome race from start to finish. I am so happy. Thanks, guys, for your choice for team, because that was just brilliant. Let's get into the results. What an awesome result in today's episode, guys, and we take our first win in this Moto2 series, and that was well earned. I mean, yes, we took a risk in that first corner, but we managed to boss it from then to the end of the race. Now, we didn't manage to do 3 consecutive laps in qualifying without making mistakes and crashing out, so that was just a brilliant performance. I am so chuffed, but sometimes under pressure you do things you don't expect. Right, guys, now we're going to get into this bonus race with the VR Academy, and I'm pretty sure Valentino Rossi is going to want to get his own back, because the last time we had a race on this bike around the circuit, I beat him on the last couple of corners, so this should be interesting. So let's get straight into it, guys. So here we go. Right, guys, so here we go with this race around the San Marino Misano World Circuit, Marco Simoncelli circuit. Now, this is just one of my favourite circuits, and this Yamaha R1M is okay. It's not the best and fastest bike, but it's good fun, and everyone's been asking to do all the bonus stuff, like all the flat track and the rally and stuff, so I thought, why not? Let's do this. But also, guys, we're not going to qualify. We're going to start from the back and really test ourselves. Right, so here we go with this race around the Marco Simoncelli Misano circuit. Now, like I said, I'm not going to qualify. I'm starting from the back, 13th position. We did this before, and we managed to beat Valentino Rossi on the last couple of corners. Let's see if we can do it again. Now, we do love this circuit, so hopefully I can put that into practice, and let's see if we can get a really good time. Now, we got 1:38 last time around the circuit. Let's see if we can push it and go for a 1:36 or a 1:37. That would be an awesome achievement as well. So let's see if we can get a good start here. That wasn't a bad line. We've managed to take a couple of places. See if we can get a nice tight line. Now, it's been perfect conditions, so we should have loads of grip into these slow corners. Slow it down, tuck it in. Oh God, slight contact there, but just managed to hold it, and we got a nice tight line through there, and we've managed to bump up to P4. Can we make it P3? Oh God, really struggling to get a bit of drive out that corner, and I think we're just going to hold that P3 if we can get a nice line through this next corner. No, we're going to have to back off. We're not. Oh God, contact again there as I tried to slam the brakes on and get a nice turn in, and Rossi's coming up the inside of me, and I'm just going to have to let him go. I'm not going to get a better line. Oh no, I might be having a line through this inside. Oh, I've managed to take 2 riders. That was a risk. I thought they were going to cut in. Oh God, where the hell did he come from? It was the other side of me, and he's managed to take an inside line and got past me, so I've dropped down to P3. Let's see if we can get past him in this next corner. Already carrying loads of speed, over 150, 160 miles an hour. Right, we've got to slow it down. Contact again. Oh God, onto the curb, and we've managed just to get past him. Can we dip it into this slow corner? This one's really tough. You really have to slow it down, and we're right on the curb, and we managed to get a drive out. Now, we've managed to get into first place. Now, we didn't manage to do that in the last race in this VR Academy around here with Valentino Rossi. I think he led the race until the final quarters, so this is something new. Now I've got to lead the race and see if I can do well. So we got to 1:39 on that lap. Let's see if we can get a really fast lap and put some distance between us and the other riders. I mean, I absolutely love this circuit. If I did another track day and I did a European tour, I definitely would love to try this one out. I know it's got some challenging corners, but I just don't know why. I just absolutely love it, and it has some really, really great history. So let's see if we can get another victory and a nice turn. I mean, San Marino doesn't have a lot of things. It's only a very, very small country, but this is one of the outstanding things in the country that they're very, very proud of. And there's been some awesome races around here in the past as well. I see if we can get a nice drive out that corner, and we're starting to gap the others as well, and this has been awesome. I was expecting a bit more of a challenge from Valentino Rossi in this race, but it looks like I'm going to show the doctor how it's done again. Now, I don't think he's going to invite me to these events at this rate, but then in saying that, I can't beat him in the rally. That's one thing that I really struggle on this game. I'm not too bad on the flat track, but the rally and the drift, I'm not so good on. That's something I need to practice on. But this game's better for the bike stuff rather than the car stuff. I mean, a lot of people don't even want to touch the car stuff, but if you guys want to see more of that, then I don't mind. It's a good something. Adds a bit of difference to the video, a bit of change. Let's see if we can get a nice line there. And looking at the overtakes, Rossi is up to third place. He's going to make a fight back. Oh, this seems a quick lap, and we do. Oh, what's that? A 1:37. So that's an improvement. So we've managed to do a 1:37. Let's see if we can get an even faster lap than that. Oh God, I lost it in that corner. I went into there a little bit too hot. That's going to cost me a bit. I've got to be careful because they can still catch up through these slow corners. Let's see if we can take a nice line through here. Slow it down. Oh God, we're going in a little bit too fast. Slow it down. Oh God, we really cocked that up. But it doesn't matter. You can go around that bit. You find the AI go around that section quite a lot. They really struggled to get the tight line, and we've managed to get through there okay, still in the lead, but they've closed the gap slightly. And looking at the overtakes, Rossi's only in fourth place, so he's definitely, back into third. I don't think he's going to get a chance to challenge me at this rate. If I can get a nice line through this corner and just pull away, I think I've just got a decent enough gap as long as I don't make a mistake. And Rossi's up to second. He's making a last ditch surge, and it's a 0.7 gap. Here we go. Here goes the doctor. He's going to go for it, but I'm not going to let him have any sniff. I'm going to just get through these next couple of corners and hopefully bring home another victory in today's episode. And let me know in the comments below. I mean, I've looked into it, and I think we've got another few rounds in the Moto3, and you get to choose another contract offer, so you get a chance to choose a different team. So for those that didn't choose the team that we chose in today's episode, you will get another chance to vote, because I don't mind changing the team again. It just adds a bit of variety to this season, and yeah, hopefully we can still win the Moto2 series, but I don't mind changing again. And I don't think that was as quick, but we take a victory. I tried to lift up the front wheel, and it just wouldn't lift up. So this bike doesn't possess the same sort of power as a GP bike, but I think it still has about 180, 190 brake horsepower, which is still quite a lot. And oh yes, we got the fastest lap, but by almost a second. And there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please leave a comment, and I will see you soon for some more Valentino Rossi the game, MotoGP 16 here on this channel. And thank you so much, guys. Also, before I go, don't forget to watch my 3,000 subscriber thank you video. I really appreciate it. Please leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.